Welcome to our deep dive into some of the most unbelievable global laws that are set to shock viewers in 2025. As we explore these bizarre regulations, you might find yourself questioning the logic behind them and wondering how they came to be. From peculiar restrictions on everyday activities to outrageous penalties for seemingly harmless actions, these laws reflect the unique cultural, historical, and social contexts of different countries. In this video, we'll uncover laws that might seem absurd at first glance, but they often reveal deeper insights into the values and priorities of the societies that enforce them. Understanding these laws is crucial, as they can have significant implications for travelers, expatriates, and even global citizens. As we navigate through this fascinating topic, we'll not only highlight the laws themselves but also discuss their origins and the reasons they remain in place. By the end of this video, you'll have a newfound appreciation for the complexities of legal systems around the world, and perhaps a few laughs along the way. So, buckle up as we embark on this eye-opening journey into the realm of unbelievable global laws that are sure to leave you astonished. In Singapore, the ban on chewing gum is one of the most well-known and strictly enforced regulations. Implemented in 1992, this law was introduced primarily to maintain the city-state's reputation for cleanliness and order. The government aimed to combat the littering and vandalism associated with discarded gum, which posed significant challenges for public cleanliness and maintenance. Culturally, Singaporeans hold a strong attitude towards cleanliness and public behavior, viewing them as essential components of national pride. The government's efforts to promote a clean environment reflect the collective values of its citizens, who generally support regulations that enhance public spaces. This cultural mindset has made the chewing gum ban widely accepted, even if it seems extreme to outsiders. Violating this law can lead to hefty fines, with penalties reaching up to 1,000 Singapore dollars for first-time offenders. Repeat offenders may face even steeper fines or community service. Additionally, the sale of chewing gum is heavily restricted, with only therapeutic gum available through pharmacies and under strict conditions. This enforcement not only deters individuals from chewing gum in public, but also reinforces the broader societal commitment to cleanliness and order in Singapore. In Japan, the surprising restriction on public dancing has its roots in historical context dating back to the early 20th century. The law, originally enacted in 1948, was aimed at curbing the influence of post-war nightlife and the perceived moral decay associated with dance halls. Under the Entertainment Business Control Law, public dancing was largely prohibited unless it took place in licensed venues, leading to a culture where spontaneous dance gatherings were frowned upon. This law has significantly impacted social gatherings and events, particularly in urban areas where nightlife thrives. Festivals, parties, and community events often lack the vibrant dance elements found in other cultures, as organizers must navigate the legal restrictions. As a result, many social interactions in Japan can feel more subdued, with dancing relegated to private spaces or designated venues. However, recent years have seen a shift in attitudes towards this law. Movements advocating for the right to dance in public have gained momentum, with grassroots campaigns and public demonstrations challenging the outdated regulations. In 2015, a notable change occurred when the law was amended to allow dancing in certain venues, signaling a gradual acceptance of public dance culture. This evolving landscape reflects a growing desire for freedom of expression and a more vibrant social scene in Japan. In Australia, the law requiring citizens to vote is a cornerstone of the democratic process, established to ensure high voter participation and representation. The rationale behind mandatory voting is rooted in the belief that a healthy democracy thrives when all eligible citizens engage in the electoral process. By making voting compulsory, Australia aims to reflect the will of the majority and reduce the influence of special interest groups that may sway elections with low turnout. The impact of mandatory voting on democracy is significant. It has led to consistently high voter turnout rates, often exceeding 90%, which enhances the legitimacy of elected officials and the policies they implement. This widespread participation fosters a more informed electorate, as citizens are encouraged to engage with political issues and candidates. However, penalties for non-compliance can be strict. Australians who fail to vote without a valid excuse may face fines, typically around AUD 20. Enforcement is managed by the Australian Electoral Commission, which monitors voting attendance and issues fines to those who do not comply. Public opinion on mandatory voting is generally supportive, with many Australians recognizing its role in promoting civic responsibility. While some argue that it infringes on personal freedom, the prevailing sentiment is that mandatory voting strengthens democracy and ensures that every voice is heard in the political arena. In Samoa, the law against swearing in public places reflects the deep cultural significance of language and respect within Samoan society. The Samoan culture places a strong emphasis on fa'a Samoa, or the Samoan way of life, which values respect, dignity, and communal harmony. Using foul language in public is seen as a direct affront to these values, undermining the social fabric and the respect that individuals owe to one another, particularly in communal settings. Penalties for violating this law can be quite severe. Offenders may face fines or even imprisonment depending on the severity of the offense and the context in which the swearing occurs. The enforcement of this law serves as a reminder of the importance of maintaining decorum and respect in public interactions. Recent incidents have sparked controversy regarding the enforcement of this law. In 2021, a high-profile case involving a foreign tourist who was fined for swearing in a public market drew significant media attention. This incident raised questions about cultural sensitivity and the balance between upholding local laws and accommodating visitors. As Samoa continues to navigate its cultural identity in a globalized world, discussions around the prohibition of swearing in public remain relevant and complex. In France, the law granting employees the right to disconnect from work communications after hours is a significant step towards promoting work-life balance and mental health. Recognizing the blurring lines between personal and professional life, this law aims to protect employees from the pressures of being constantly available, which can lead to burnout and stress. By allowing workers to disengage from work-related emails and calls outside of office hours, the law fosters a healthier work environment where individuals can prioritize their personal lives and well-being. Enforcement of this law is primarily the responsibility of employers, who are required to establish clear policies regarding after-hours communication. Companies must outline the expectations for employees and ensure that they are not penalized for disconnecting. This shift has begun to reshape workplace culture, encouraging a more respectful approach to employees' time and promoting a sense of trust between management and staff. Reactions to the law have been mixed. Many employees welcome the change, appreciating the acknowledgement of their need for downtime. Conversely, some employers express concerns about potential impacts on productivity and responsiveness. However, as the conversation around work-life balance continues to evolve, the right to disconnect is increasingly seen as a necessary measure for fostering a sustainable and healthy workforce. In this video, we've explored some truly shocking global laws that highlight the diverse cultural attitudes and legal frameworks around the world. From the ban on chewing gum in Singapore to the prohibition of swearing in public in Samoa, these regulations reveal how societies prioritize cleanliness, respect, and social order. We also discussed the implications of mandatory voting in Australia and the right to disconnect in France, showcasing how laws can shape democratic engagement and work-life balance. The key takeaways for viewers to remember are the importance of understanding these laws within their cultural context and the impact they have on everyday life. Reflecting on how such regulations affect society can lead to a deeper appreciation of the complexities of governance and individual rights across different nations. If you found this exploration of shocking global laws intriguing, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might also be interested in learning about the fascinating world of unusual laws. Your support helps us continue to bring you informative and entertaining videos that spark curiosity and conversation. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.